So, Bruce, retirement, it's actually here.
At last.
Yeah.
After 49 years of practicing dentistry, 2 in the Navy, and then 47 here in private practice. 21 years in an older building on Alpine Avenue that was we remodeled a house, and then 26 years in this building, and fortunately we've continued to grow, and I had the great good fortune to have you join me. I realized not very long into practice that I wanted to do more than just basic dentistry, fillings, crowns. I wanted to do something that required more artistry, more understanding of how the mouth functioned and not just fill things.
Yeah, well, and I remember, so I had a few different jobs before you. I met a bunch of different dentists, and I remember meeting you and thinking like, okay, this is the guy I want to emulate, I want to be like. So, first dentist to be accredited in the state of Michigan through the AACD, the American Academy of Cosmetic Dentistry. So, I mean, would you say that organization is kind of had the biggest professional influence on you?
It does, because it's got a big international following too. And so I searched out and found the American Academy of Cosmetic Dentistry, and then continued to grow within that organization as an examiner, working to examine other candidates. I became accredited, and then within a year was asked to join the accreditation team and be an examiner myself, and I was so for about 20 years. One of my fondest memories, and one of the things I'm most proud about, is the longevity of staff members.
The staff has been just amazing. I mean, and they've really been what makes the office kind of tick and go. And is that something that you're going to miss?
You will, tremendously, because I've had a very, very close relationship with all of these people for decades, literally. And so they're an extension in many ways of my family. And I treat them as such. It's been a gift to have that kind of friendship and professionalism. That's one of the things too. The staff is really dedicated to excellence at every level, whether they're in the business area or in the clinical area. Everybody treats patients well by phone or in person. We hear laughter on the phone. It's really enjoyable, and that camaraderie will be missed. There's no replacement for that.
With your career, being able to change people's smiles, which translates to changing personalities, changing, somebody's outlook on life, that has to have been very rewarding for you.
Oh, it is. It has impacted some people both in family relationships, but also in career opportunities. Some of these patients I've been seeing literally since the late 70s, mid-70s, and they're still coming in. I've aged and so have they, but it's been fun to transition. There are patients who I have not seen for 20 years because they've been gone that long, not from the practice, but from life. But I still look back fondly at some of those patients from the 70s and 80s who were in their 60s or so back then, and of course they're gone now. But I still remember them. I remember them walking through the door, and I remember their laugh, and I remember a lot of things that still is meaningful.
You started this office in 1974. I mean, it's 2021 now. Your footprint is here. I mean, your stamp is here, and you're like the godfather of dentistry to me. But now it's way more than that. It's like I have a lot of love and respect for you because of who you are as a person. The group that we work through, they kind of use us as an example of an ideal transition. And that means a lot to me. And I think
to me too.
So when I started here, I had huge shoes to fill to follow you, and like the accreditation in the American Academy of Cosmetic Dentistry, the Academy of General Dentistry, the fellowship there, the involvement in the Coy Center. I mean, those are all things that kind of have built your dental legacy, and I definitely wanted to continue with that. What additional advice would you give to me as I build on the legacy that you're leaving?
Not to change your optimistic outlook, your intensity on the learning process, your kind-hearted way that you teach staff and work with staff, advise staff on both professional and non-professional issues, and treat them really as members of the family and grow with them and laugh with them and cry with them.
Now, as far as your future, everybody asks, what are you going to be doing?
We're going to be moving to a different community, Holland, in the next year, and we look forward to being able to volunteer in different things. I won't be doing dentistry anymore, but there are lots of community things that can be done for children, adults, people in trouble, and all kinds of things. So we don't know what we're going to do yet, but we're both inclined in that direction. We worked hard and it worked, and the rest is history, as I say.